everybody. Erika Speaks Live 2025. I actually missed this, okay? President Trump awarded Charlie Kirk the Presidential Honor of Freedom. Everything I share is for educational and free purposes only, okay? Let me see if I can do this. Okay. There we go. Hopefully you guys can hear it. All right. Shoot. There we go. There we go.
And thank you for making this event a priority amid the peace process in the Middle East. Thank you. Very grateful. Charlie always admired your commitment to freedom, and that's something that both of you shared. So thank you.
Hey, you guys coming in. I see you, Jerome. Hey,
support of our family and the work that Charlie devoted his life to will be something I cherish forever. So thank you. To our gracious First Lady in her office for making this event possible. Thank you as well. It's beautiful. To Vice President and the lovely Usha Vance, your friendship has been an unbelievable encouragement. Thank you.
She's looking great with all things considered.
All our friends and family that are here and watching from all around the world, thank you for loving us. Thank you for praying for us and for believing in what Charlie believed in. And to our Turning Point USA staff and the Charlie Kirk Show staff, we love you more than you could ever know. And to the Turning Point USA chapters that are watching all across America right now, you are the heartbeat of this future and of this movement. Everything that Charlie built, you guys are the legacy holders of that. You are living proof that his mission did not die with him. It lives through you. And Charlie always said the next generation will decide whether freedom endures. And because of you, I know that freedom will endure. It will. And today we're gathered not only to celebrate Charlie's birthday, but to honor a truth that he gave his entire life.
Did you say Charlie's birthday? Oh, rest in peace and happy birthday if that's the case.
To defend, and that's freedom. The very existence of the Presidential Medal of Freedom reminds us that the national interest of the United States has always been freedom. Our founders etched it into the preamble of our Constitution, and those words are not relics on parchment. They are a living covenant. The blessings of liberty are not man's invention, they are God's endowment. Charlie lived for those blessings, not as abstract words, but as sacred promises. He used to love to journal about this topic all the time, and with such a heart postured of gratitude. And he believed that liberty was both a right and a responsibility. And he used to say, freedom is the ability to do what is right without fear. And that's how he lived. He was free from fear. He was free from compromise, free from anything that could enslave his soul. His name, Charles, literally means free man. And that's exactly who my husband was. He was a free man. And from the time I met him, sitting across from him, being interviewed on politics and philosophy and theology, anything that Charlie loved, any topic he loved, and I just saw the fire in his soul, and there was this divine restlessness within him that came from knowing God placed him on this earth to protect something very, very sacred for all of us. And he never stopped fighting for people to experience freedom. He didn't. Charlie often said that without God, freedom becomes chaos. And he believed liberty could only survive when anchored to truth. And I remember in one of his speeches, he told the audience that the opposite of...
I see people in the chat saying that Charlie's not really gone. We saw him. He's unalive. He's gone. May he rest in peace.
Liberty isn't law. He said it's captivity. And that the freest people in the world are those whose hearts belong to Christ. But what's so powerful is that Charlie had the ability to communicate so brilliantly across all generations. And he reminded us that in a world that tells us freedom is doing whatever you want to do, the real freedom is the power to live freely and to do what is right. And in one of his journal entries, he wrote that he wanted everyone to know that you can't have liberty without moral responsibility. Freedom divorced from faith eventually just destroys itself. And what's so fascinating about all of this is looking back these past 12 years of Turning Point USA and his mission, there's almost this veil of sacredness. Because what I realized is that while he was building an organization, he was also building a movement. One that called people back to God, back to truth, and a movement that was filled with courage. And ironically, for a man who impacted millions, Charlie never desired to be the center of attention. He just wasn't. My husband was not a man of extravagance. He loved simple but deeply meaningful things. Truly.
She looks gorgeous.
He loved his late night walks. He loved buying more books than he could ever read because he felt there was no such thing as a book budget.
I meant to watch this yesterday, so I'm just reacting to this with you guys. But she's doing a really good job with all things considered, especially being the CEO of Turning Point USA.
And he loved being able to read to our kids the same bedtime story on repeat because he knew it was their favorite. But to him, that was special. And he loved to sit in the sun on a Saturday morning with his cup of decaf coffee, and his phone was off because he was honoring the Sabbath. And for him, it was that moment to catch his breath and just be in peace because he was unreachable at the moment. And he preferred quiet birthdays. But that never stopped me from telling him. I told him every single year, I said, baby, I love your birthday. I said, because it's the day that God knew the world couldn't go another day without you. And so the rhythm of our usual birthday celebration for him was mint ice cream, mint chocolate chip ice cream. He only had it twice a year, on his birthday and 4th of July. And then after that, it was back to work as usual. But last year, his one birthday wish was to see the Oregon Ducks play the Ohio State. And they won. Oregon won that night. And it was by far one of the most memorable nights of his birthday experience of his life until today. And so, honestly, President Trump, I have spent 7.5 years trying to find the perfect birthday gift for Charlie. And it's so difficult. And those of you that have spouses or loved ones, you know how difficult it is sometimes to buy a gift for someone that you love. Because he wasn't a materialistic man, so that also did not help. But now I can say with confidence, Mr. President, that you have given him the best birthday gift he could ever have.
His birthday was yesterday, October 14th. What an honor.
It's such an honor. And the recognition of a life lived for defending freedom. And that's what Charlie fought for. until his last breath. And it was written across his chest in those final moments on one of his simple t-shirts that always carried a message, and this one bearing a single word, freedom. That was the banner over his life, and that shirt was a declaration. The same declaration he made at every speech, every campus visit, every time he shared the gospel at a church, every sleepless night that he would spend praying for the youth of this nation and planning for the future of our country, and just impressing upon them that when we defend liberty, we defend the soul of our nation. My husband never told anyone what to say. He never did. He never told anyone what to say. He would just encourage them to think. He would encourage them to think outside of the traditional political labels. He would want them to think in a way that was anchored in wisdom and truth. But he would never tell anyone what to say. Charlie wasn't content to simply admire freedom. He wanted to multiply it. He wanted to multiply freedom. He wanted young people to taste it and to understand it and defend it. He wanted them to see that liberty isn't self-indulgence, it's self-governance under God. He wanted them to see that. And every day I'd see him getting ready for work. He'd put on his cross necklace, he'd put his ring on his finger. And the boldness in his demeanor was always fearlessness. He wasn't afraid. He was never afraid. In his daily actions, whether in office or on campus or at a church, it was always without fear. That was his creed. That is how he lived out every single day. He didn't fear being slandered. He did not. He didn't fear losing friends, I can tell you that. He didn't. He didn't care.
You can't when you're speaking the
He stood
truth.
for truth and stood for freedom, and he did not. Everything else was just noise to him. And it's because his confidence in Christ was absolute. That's why. There was no limit to what he would have sacrificed to defend freedom for all. And if the moment had come, he probably would have run for president, but not out of ambition. He would only have done it if that was something that he believed that his country needed from a servant's heart standpoint.
Do you guys think Charlie Kirk would have made a good president? She could run.
Charlie lived only 31 short years. That's 32, but on this side of heaven, but he lived.
Yes.
Every single second.
No and no.
He filled every single day with purpose, and he fought for truth when it was unpopular. And he stood for God when it was costly. That's what we're called to do. Surprisingly enough, he did pray for his enemies, which is very hard, but he did. He did. He did. No one else, I mean, I saw him do it. No, he never did it in front of anyone else, but I can attest to that. But he also loved people when it was inconvenient. And he ran his race with endurance, and he kept the faith. And now he wears the crown of a righteous martyr. And for me and for our children, the truth really steadies our grief, because heaven gained what earth could no longer contain. A free man made fully free. To all watching, this is not a ceremony. This is a commissioning. And my message is simple. I want you to be the embodiment of this medal. I do. I want you to free yourself from fear. I want you to stand courageously in the truth. Listen for the still, small voice of God. And remember that while freedom is inherited in this country, each of us must be intentional stewards every single day. God began a mighty work through my husband, and I intend to see it through. And the torch is in our hands now. It's in mine, it's in yours, it's in all of yours, it's in all the students of Turning Point USA. And before I close, I'll share with you that I asked our daughter what she would like to say to Daddy for his birthday. She said, "Happy birthday, Daddy. I want to give you a stuffed animal. I want you to eat a cupcake with ice cream. And I want you to go have a birthday surprise. I love you," that's what she said. And while our son, as precious, he can't yet speak, in classic Kirk family fashion, his actions spoke louder than his words, and his gift to you, Charlie, and myself for that matter, was deciding to become the man of the house and be fully potty trained at 16 months. But Charlie, baby, I know that you're celebrating in heaven today, but gosh, I miss you. We miss you. And we love you, and we promise we'll make you proud. And Charlie's life was proof that freedom is not a theory, it's a testimony. He showed us that liberty begins not in the halls of power, but in the man of a heart surrendered to God. And so today, as we honor Charlie with this incredible Presidential Medal of Freedom on his birthday, I stand here with tears and just a humble heart and spirit, because his story reminds us all that to live free is the greatest gift, but to die free is the greatest victory. Happy birthday, my Charlie. Happy Freedom Day.
Happy Freedom Day. Let's that become a holiday. I don't know how people are trolling in the chat saying that this man isn't gone. I'm not gonna blame it on the Democrats, but we've seen it, and you guys want us to believe. You don't want us to believe what we see. I don't understand it. Let me try. I don't know how to do a panel on a vertical stream. Hold on, let me try. Some people. This way. Okay, see if you can. I haven't done it on a vertical stream because same way as horizontal. I don't see you. May Charlie rest in peace. That's right. I'm gonna follow. Oh wait, let me turn this off. I'm gonna follow the trial with Tyler Robinson. You're not misunderstood. You're just dumb. Let me get you out of here. That was let me see. Oh, there you are. Hey, I didn't know I could share stream on a
Yeah.
vertical. What's good,
Man,
Matt?
man, I want to get to some of these comments, man. These people are demons.
Oh, go for it, because I need some water.
Okay, y'all some demons. Hold up. Let me just read some of these comments, man. Y'all people are fucking demonic. I mean, what did he do to you? After like you know what y'all people in this chat, man. Some of y'all remind me. But you know what y'all remind me of? Some fucking sellouts, right? They wait for somebody to be down, and then so half of you motherfuckers didn't even know who Charlie Kirk was, man. He was like, what? Charlie Murphy? Didn't he die a couple of years? Charlie Murphy? You know what I mean? Like, okay, he died. I'm hearing neck jokes. I'm hearing all this shit. Y'all some crazy y'all, you know what? How you address death is really a reflection of yourself. I bet some of y'all motherfuckers older than 40 sounding like these fucking rappers and shit. You know what I'm saying? Fucking YNs. Bunch of old ass YNs. YNOGs. You know what I mean? Like, boo, yeah. Like, bruh, that's somebody's family, man. After the trolling, when the fuck do you look at yourself? And then y'all motherfuckers talk about, look at Trump. You can't even, this shows your education level that here's Erika speaking and y'all keep talking about Trump. That's why you keep putting these laws on you motherfuckers. Angry African Americans. Salute AAA. That's what I think they are. You know what I mean? Hey, listen, man. Make America great again. That's right. Keep on stepping, Trump. You know what I mean? Keep on stomping on these motherfuckers. Hey, listen. Allegedly, in other countries, they'll lose you and your family for talking down on the motherfucker who runs the country. You know what I'm saying? This motherfuckers is crazy. You like a New Yorker that's talking about fuck the Yankees. You're gonna get ran out of the Bronx. Boo! You know what I'm saying? Salute to all the trolls in the chat. All right? Double tap the screen. That's how you get the likes up around this bitch. Share the video. You know what I'm saying? And hit the link. The link is up there. You don't have to be no coward and type in the chat. You got something to say, you can come right up here and get your issue. Goofy ass. You know what I'm saying? Now, we don't worship sports, people. Bar Light Broker. I don't agree with everything Bar Light is saying, but Bar Light is participating. You know what I'm saying? Salute the Bar Light, whoever you are. All right. Okay, that's dictators, man. You're comparing MAGA to dictators. Okay, salute to you, Moon Wafers, or whatever fucking, right? Rest in peace, Charlie. Salute to you. That's how it goes. You don't put dead people. Listen, people over 40. I'm not even talking about the young guys. If you're young, I forgive you, right? People over 40. You don't put dead people in fake blunts and smoke them. Okay? I know your family, your mother, and you know what I'm saying? You probably grew up in a single family home, right? But I know they didn't tell you that, but it is not correct to put people in fake reefer and smoke them.
What? You going up with?
I just had to go off on it. You got some trolls up in this joint, man.
I don't look at the chat when I'm streaming like that. Like I'll catch a couple comments from people that's usually in my chat, but I'm not looking at the chat because that's why I stopped doing panels like I used to. It's like I got tired of the ignorance that of what people are saying.
You know how the vertical run. I'm gonna show you how the verticals run because
Okay,
people they scrolling up and down, right? So a lot of people was just getting to know you. So a lot to keep them engaged. I think that it's all about like introduce them to you, who you are. You know what I mean, and stuff like that. You know.
Okay.
And the piano's not always good, and you're right. It's not always good to read the chat, but I'm reading the chat. You know what I mean? That's what prompted me to get up because, it's just one thing. It doesn't matter who the person is that died. I think it should always be rest in peace. You don't think as a grown person it should just be rest in peace? Like
I
why
agree
talk?
with you.
You know what I mean? You open up wounds for the family, and then the people saying, "Yo, she's fake." Have you? When the last time did you get your husband fucking head shot off? You don't know what's regular and fake. You don't know how. You don't know how that person is supposed to act, being in front of the president of the United States, having to speak. You know what I'm saying about your husband's death. Come on, man.
Yeah, and I try not to make it a Republican and a Democrat thing, but really, it kind of is. People are celebrating his death because he spoke his mind, because he was a right-wing conservative, and he said things that people didn't like. I'm not understanding.
You know what I didn't understand is how black people, our people, felt like they needed to come out and say that he was racist. Like I didn't understand that. Like why would okay, think about it like this, right? A lot of these people go make a post, they might be on Facebook, their Instagram, they won't get 2 likes. You know what I mean? They could be
Right.
talking. It's like seeing the best playing, you know, the kid from the neighborhood that slams better than fucking anybody you see in the NBA. Never makes it. The rapper that is the man in the hood, but never makes it. What's the difference? Promotion. Who promote it? Who started all this Charlie Kirk promotion? You know what I mean? For the racist bit. Like, where did they get that from?
I don't know why they're calling him. Well, I do know why they're calling him racist because some of the things that he said, but I think the race card is played too much. I just do. He's talking from his experience and from the things that he sees. I'm not quick to call anybody racist. I can't say. This man had a right to speak his mind. He spoke against some things that the LGBTQIA community didn't like. He spoke about traditional families, and he lost his life. And now his wife has to carry his message.
Crazy. This is some really, you know what I've realized talking about these subjects is that we really have less. You have a lot of people that's just like that just hate Trump. You know what I mean? It's just that simple. You know what I mean? Because if he was representing somebody else, if he was representing the other side, it would have been a fucking parade for this dude. You know what I mean? Like it would have been different. You would have seen all his hate.
Yeah, I think that is sad. I mean, some of the videos that you guys see on TikTok is just downright disgusting. How they were mocking it, how they were, it was just unheard of. Unheard of. But this is the day and age. This is where we are today.
Okay, somebody said he's not for blacks, and then somebody else says, "See, you know what's so weird?"
Oh, I'm that dude. Okay.
Right. They when they don't agree with what you say, they disrespect you. They call you dumb. They call you stupid. They call you a sellout. They call you Uncle Tom. They call you all this shit, right? Because they like to use the race thing to drive, these sort of conversations, right? But why can't any one of y'all hit the link, right, and have a conversation about it without disrespecting somebody or their political views or their views about a human being? Because at the end of the day, we could just say he was a human being. He got killed. Why be nasty? It's almost like coward work. Like hit a man while he down. Let me torment his family. Let me torment his wife. Let's critique his wife who has to make this fucking speech about her dead husband who got killed publicly. They don't look at that. They don't look at that as injustice until one of their heroes get touched.
I think it's sad, but you see the same thing with that Luigi Mangione guy. How they're calling him a hero after he unalived the CEO of United Healthcare. Yeah, I just don't understand it. You see the same thing.
Yeah, they basically championed it, and I think it's a reflection of the people. I think that we becoming more and more savage. You know what I mean? And that's why it's so easy for Trump to leverage these laws. How dare you motherfuckers fight for these people, these illegals that was in our country? You know what I'm saying? How dare y'all? How dare y'all? Listen, in Poland, you're allowed to shoot one of the motherfuckers. You catch them on your side of the yard. That's it. What are you doing in Poland? Bye. You know what I mean? Unalive.
Unalive. I say unalive because of the algorithm. Brooklyn Hood says, misunderstood. I'm so glad you're back. I really missed you. Your beautiful smile. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, so for you guys saying that y'all don't think he's gone, I don't do conspiracies. I have a hard time with that. Wow. Unless you can say how and why. We watched it. We seen it, and we're living a day and age where y'all don't want us to believe what we see, and I'm not understanding that. I don't understand. Tyler Robinson. Now, I used to think 100% that he was guilty. I have to watch the trial because Candace Owens have been really, really covering that. I don't know, but the man is gone. There's a trial. We've seen it.
Can I say something?
I'm not going.
I've seen at least 100 comments in the chat tonight saying that he's not dead. Can you drop the link for one person and pin it for one person? I challenged the entire chat. Right? Do you think that Charlie Kirk was dead? It's really dead. Type Y. If you think that he's still alive, type no. Oh, matter of fact, yes. Y for yes, he's dead. N for no. Is he dead? And can one person explain that theory that he's alive? No, you have no's. Is Charlie Kirk still alive? Yes or no? Y or N? Now, this is what smart looks like. You're only going to get a gauge of your chat when you start asking them questions. Whoever said that in the chat. Y or N?
The funeral. They're saying no.
Broker said no. He is dead. Paradise said he's hanging with Elvis. He's dead. And Candace lost her appeal to travel to Australia, failed the character test. Slender. IND, you've been participating in the chat, man. Wake up. Erno says he's probably not dead, MU.
Probably not dead. Okay, I can deal with probably, but why do you say that? Why, Erno? We had the whole cabinet. We had Donald Trump and his cabinet members there honoring this man's death. I don't do conspiracies. The only conspiracy I will look at that I'll even slightly consider is the one with Tyler Robinson, the man that allegedly took his life. Dead or alive, he was anti-black. Was he?
I don't know. You know what the thing that sticks out about that dude? I don't think that he's even guilty. I think they just I think they got him on dope. You know what I mean? I think they got him on dope.
Okay, I used to think that he was guilty. Listening to the news, after listening to Candace, I'm not sure, because the news has said that his father turned him in, and his family was saying that it was him, and now they're recanting that. So I don't know if it was him.
Think about it from the beginning. That was all he had was a fucking random dad calling in saying that was my son. I'm just saying that, like, imagine 100 dads called and said that same shit. They didn't have nothing else. You know what I mean? And now all of a sudden, this motherfucker's Did you see? Okay, look. I found a tape of him, right? The guy Tyler
Robinson.
Yeah, it's up on the internet right now. It's body cam footage of him being pulled over during the accident. You can pull it up. I can share it in a private chat real quick so if you want to pull it up, so you could get a gauge.
Like, I don't know how to do it.
No, what?
If you know how to, you can share it, but I don't know how to.
Okay, but look, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna share it from my side, and you just pull the screen up.
Okay.
And
yeah, sorry, I'm not that technical. I don't know how to do all that stuff.
It's the actual fucking like body cam footage of a prior accident just so you can see his demeanor and how he was. He was already a little kind of weird, but he was talkative. You know what I mean? And then when you look at him during the indictment, he's like looking like a zombie. It's almost like they gave him something, and you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about when I share this with you. Give me 1 second.
Okay, and I can share it. I won't get a copyright on it.
Nah, you won't, because it's the news.
Okay. Hannah said Candace is not extremely right. She's extremely lost. For far right, wouldn't agree with her. Okay. But like broker, see, I can when you're not being disrespectful, I can read your comment.
You know what? I'm gonna play it off of my channel because I got it on my channel.
Okay, so all I gotta do is share it from my
Yeah, matter of fact, I got it up right now. I'm just trying to get somebody that's not going to hit the channel. I'm trying to get the news.
You guys don't be disrespectful in the chat. respect the life that was lost.
Nasty. Oh yeah, it's on New York Post. Here you go. I got it.
Okay.
Nasty work. But it just seems like is a crazy contrast from this body cam footage, and you know what I mean. Like if you go to the oh here you go, I'm sharing it now.
Okay, so
You're gonna see it pop up right now.
what do I do? Add it to the stage?
Yeah, and there we go. Now this is body cam. It says alleged Charlie Kirk killer Tyler Robinson seen in the newly discovered body cam footage from 2022. This is about excuse me real quick Grim. This is about Erika, Charlie Kirk's wife, speaking and people getting into that conversation. That's him right there.
Your mom's on her way?
Yeah, she's gonna be a minute. She's got to shuttle over from where she's at to her car and then drive over.
Gotcha. Okay, what I need you to do is just fill out this witness statement for me. This is just your identifying information. Down here, put exactly what you told me. Are you brothers or friends?
Yeah.
Okay, all I just need his, down here, let's put name, date of birth, your address, and your phone number. That work just right down here. I have to list him as a passenger. Okay, are you injured in any way, shape, or form? No? Okay. Perfect. Okay, just give us a couple of minutes and we'll get the paperwork. All right? And we're going to have a tow truck come and get your car since you're leaking fluids. You're not going to last too long.
Now, you see, this is what I'm saying. Barley said that they drugged him. And that's what I'm saying, that the new Tyler Robinson looks just completely different.
Wow. That's Tyler?
Yes, right? You would think he's a zombie by the tapes that they show, but this shit surfaced and it's just showing that, something was done. I don't know, and then the fact that, the roommate that he was acting like was just his roommate, the text message, how fast they got all that shit. You know how long it takes for them to subpoena records and stuff like that, and then also it was like right after it happened. It was just too much weird shit going on. But check it out. Let me finish playing it.
Welcome to real life. Yeah, that's Murphy. We're working. All right, guys, same tight. Hey, buddy, y'all done?
I need to sign up for you?
Yes, please. Okay. Did you make any statements to him after the incident happened?
I said, "Are you all right?" And then as we pulled up here, I had him check on them.
Okay. All right. Did you make a statement saying that it was your fault?
No.
What's that?
When I got out, I was worried. So that's when I was like, "Yeah, it wasn't your fault. It was our fault. We were looking messed up." And I first went up to him to check on him.
Okay. You said that to him?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what do you mean by that?
I think it was just trying not to.
Okay. You guys have a couple different versions about what happened. So we had a third party witness that watched the entire thing. I'm just trying to clarify your guys' story a little bit. So you're heading
from that rightmost through lane through the intersection, and maybe a second or so before I reached the intersection, the light changed yellow.
Okay, you remember looking at the light?
Yeah, I was looking up at the light just before getting there.
Okay.
I saw it shift yellow, and as I get into the intersection, there was a vehicle in the lane between the leftmost through lane that was forward some.
So people on the side of you were slowing down to a stop.
A quick reminder, man, double tap the screen to get the likes up. And if you go to the top right, hit those 3 dots. That's where you can subscribe to Misunderstood channel.
Oh, thank you.
I had seen someone slowing down, and I wondered why they had slowed.
Let's get this woman to 30K, y'all.
Much.
Okay.
But
why do you think that they were slowing down?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Maybe because the
And
light
last
was turned on.
interruption. Yes, he's still alive, and he's not alive.
Red.
Well, I was close enough to the light that I would end up in the intersection if I'd have tried to brake from that speed.
Okay.
I was going the speed limit. I just made sure.
Okay. How long was that? Like, when did you last check your speed?
Probably back maybe halfway down that road.
You want me to stop it? Because I think that right there gives you a gauge. I also got the
Oh wait, what happened? I was watching a video. Okay, wait, I must be behind in my chat.
I stopped it. I got the interrogation of him right now. I'm gonna share.
Okay.
I just wanted to show you the difference of how he was, and I mean, obviously, it's two different situations, you know.
No,
but he looks different. I don't know somehow.
He does. There's MacMean's link, you guys. You can subscribe to his channel. He's doing this. I don't. Yeah, let me watch.
You see it?
Oh, wait a minute. Erno says, I don't see what this proves. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah.
In clothing. Defendant Tyler Robinson's attorneys are making an argument to the court that he needs to be changed from his jail garb in order to ensure that any prospective jurors or what
looks like a hostage, man. I mean, you know, we seen people go to jail. You know, I've been in jail a bunch of times and shit. You know what I'm saying? Let me see the part where he speaks.
What was she saying? So she was okay. So this is when he was first getting arraigned, right?
Yeah, it was like why does he look like such like a zombie? Like you know what I'm saying? And then the people saying that he's not dead. I just don't. What is it about this? Like that they refuse to let great people die. You know what I'm saying? Where's the conspiracy? I mean, like I'm on misunderstood side. If y'all do have a clue as to what the fuck you talking about, I would like to know. Hit the link. Because this guy looks like he's doped up.
Trying to do here. They're trying to get him a fair trial. And that jury pool is going to be very difficult. I mean, he's on TV almost every.
Like, he's not moving his head. His eyes are going up and down. He looks like, you know what I mean? Like, he looks clearly doped up. I mean, think about it. Go back to when Kennedy was killed, right? You remember that whole conspiracy and shit like that? You know, like, it was just stuff like this can't just pop off without something else, you know, like some help. Because how the fuck even with the Trump shit, you remember when they try to kill him? Like, what's this shit with the Democrats? They always try to kill a Republican. What is that? I never see the, and then they were trying to say this guy was a Trump supporter. There's just so much press on this shit that's bad. And the main person, the main motherfucker, this guy is the least talkative. It's weird.
Facts.
every single day. And what they want to show is when he's on TV, he's not dressed like that. I mean, what you're looking at there is a suicide vest. So they're being very cautious, the attorneys, in perception.
I've been in jail a bunch of times. I've seen a lot of people in suicidal situations. I've never, ever seen the suicide vest with no shirt on. It looks like this man is butt naked in the fucking Cuban jail. In Guantanamo. He looked like he got hung upside down with water, or, I don't know what they do, Kool-Aid. You know what I mean? Like, this man is. Listen, I've seen people get put in straitjackets. I've seen them take your shoelaces and your belt, maybe. You know what I mean? But your drawers, no diddy. What they got going on?
It's weird.
It's always a big thing. You don't want your client to be perceived as being in jail. You don't want your client being perceived as somebody who could commit suicide. So they're trying to do the best they can to create a perception that this young man gets his fair trial.
Yes, you're right, Mario. Well said. When we think about,
you think that America is capable of giving this man a fair trial? This is like big, like the O.J. Simpson shit.
I don't think he's going to get a fair trial. I think if he didn't do it, they definitely need a fall guy. What I do think is weird is how all the pieces just conveniently fell in place. Not only that, This was done in front of what, thousands? What happened to our clip? Oh, I was watching it.
Hundreds. Okay. Yeah.
Hundreds.
I'm
Where's all the other footage? There's so many people at phones. Where's the other footage? So I don't know. I don't know, you guys.
Nasty work. It's
Now
nasty.
people are saying that Donald Trump, that really didn't happen to Donald Trump. I'm not going. Nobody's going to get their ear darn near blown off. And that's not going to be real. So I can't do you guys in your conspiracies.
Come on, chat. We back to that bullshit. Like, who plays like that? Like, okay, well, make sure you just get it right above my, you know what I mean? Like, knock my fucking ear off. You know? Like, knock it off, bro. And then that other dude that got killed in the crowd, I covered that shit. So I seen when it happened. Matter of fact, I was live when he got shot.
Wait a minute. Another dude got killed in the crowd when that happened to Trump? No, I didn't hear about that one.
Yeah. Yeah, dude got murked in the stands. Yo, I was live when it happened, man. You should see my reaction, man. The chat went crazy. We had thousands of motherfuckers pull up because it was like one of his regular runs. You know what I'm saying?
I was your chat was crazy that day. Yeah, there was a lot that was going on. People Donald Trump has almost been taken out. They say twice, 3 times. Coachella during the his rally. I went to a rally, but
wait a minute. Boy, like said, more like lanced by a razor blade, like we. Hey, listen, bro. Okay, or sis or whatever. I don't know if you bro or sis, but check this out. Yo, that's crazy. Oh, you know what was crazy to me though? Misunderstood. You know I'm diehard Trump, but that shit healed up like by the next day.
okay,
like,
wait a minute.
What is the gunshot? Only thing that really sold me, because I'm, you know what I mean, so was the dude that got killed. Yo, listen, I covered it. It was blood. It was messy. Let me pull it up real quick. You know what I'm saying? My shit got commercials on it, so I guess it's cool.
Okay.
Give me 1 second.
No, I don't know what happened to the ear, okay? Because I don't know, but it was gray, so I can see it. If you look at it,
ear healed up in 24 hours. I was zooming in. I got the super cameras over here too. Like, what the fuck was going on, bro? And yo, he just marked up. He was like, and he was showing that was his good side the whole week. It was like he was throwing in people's face, like, yeah, look at that ear. He had the band-aid on it for like 1 day. That shit fell off while he was sleeping. It got stuck to the pillow.
Dog Eat Dog said, I'm on Trump's side, but I don't trust the government. That's fair.
Man, I'm gonna say, well, whoever said that, man, I my sentiments, I'm on Trump's side, but I am not a fucking Republican, really. You know what I mean? I'm a conservative. You know what I mean? I'm definitely diehard conservative, but I'm more of an independent. I think everybody should be more independent, you know, and conservative leaning. If you gotta vote Republican, bro. You know what I'm saying? You troll motherfucker.
But it doesn't mean that I will do what's best for the country. Okay, so if that is, I would do what's best for the country. So if that makes me more independent, that's fair.
We for what's right. That I think the real Republicans are just going to agree with what I say. You know what I'm saying? Because what you know, taking the Republican label off of you is like you're saying what dude said. Like I don't trust a lot of you politicians. You know, think about it, right? When I was in the great college of Attica, right, in New York, right, my professor, right, he taught me something, right, and this was, I swear to God, politics 101, gerrymandering. You know what I mean? Once I learned that, how they create these districts. I mean, the whole, just put it this way, the whole game is fucking rigged when it comes down to the structure of our politics, man. You know what I mean? Like the government is just I think that they need to restructure how the whole fucking Constitution was even built. You know, you ask me, you know, but
I hear you, and I mean, you guys check his streams out. I mean, you do a really good job covering it. I barely hey skinny boy, I cover a little bit of it, you know, but you do your thing.
I'll tell you this, right? Um,
I want to see this ear though.
yeah, I was looking something up. That's how I got kind of distracted. I got it though.
So you guys think that? So you guys don't really believe that Donald Trump was almost? I don't even like saying the word. It just hurts my heart. He was almost taken out of here. And I know some of you don't think it's real. And his ear healed fast, but nobody's gonna play like that. Now I don't know how it healed so fast. Okay, it missed.
The guy that got shot in the crowd is what convinced me. I'm gonna show it to you. I'm gonna show you.
M said it was staged. No Face Raider said nope. Erno says I was a Trump supporter earlier. You were a Trump supporter earlier before this stream. Is that what you mean?
What about the dude that got his head blown off in the crowd? I don't understand how they just skipped over that.
I'm not laughing at that, but people don't even talk about what happened to Trump in Coachella. And they didn't even count that. But
like, fuck it.
Trump has had several attempts on his life. And I feel that if you're Republican or if you speak Republican values or right-wing ideologies, then people think it's okay to assassinate you. Colonel said, see how he is loving. Oh, okay, you talking about something? I'm talking about. Okay, let's see.
See, they forgot about this one. Look, Trump got rushed off the stage, but what happened behind on the side of Trump? This is what happened right here.
Ooh.
Got dude right in his head. His whole head is leaking on the bench.
One shot right here, Mike. One shot right here.
Now the picture that they had behind this is kind of iconic. They had a black dude with an afro in the crowd, like hands in his head with blood all over his shirt. That shit was like this whole. I don't know who plays like that. I don't know who would trust a sharpshooter friend and say, "Yo, you know what? Don't make sure you get my good side." Nah, nobody's playing like that. Nobody.
That's scary.
Yeah, that's scary. That's scary as shit. And then you know how cruel they've been being to this dude's wife, Erika. It's like, yo, God forbid somebody die. Listen, baby mamas, don't ever get on the internet. God forbid if they ever get me up out the way. You know what I'm saying? And expect these people to show you love. America, it got some demons. Jesus.
I give her a lot of credit. I couldn't do what she's doing. They criticized her, the way she was mourning, her speech during her husband's funeral. They've really been going in on Erika. And then you have that who is it? Nick Fuentes. Nick Fuentes? Is that who's kind of upset that she took CEO of Turning Point? You have a lot. Right, yeah. Hazel? Rest in peace. She has a lot of pressure. She has a lot of pressure.
It's disgusting. You know what? It like just for any human being. Like, what did she do so bad that she deserves that? Like, you know what I mean? And then what did he do? Because at the end of the day, you know, it's all about talk, right? All right, you don't like the way he talk. Well, why are we able to say, okay, let me exercise. I started a company and it's called White Power Records. You know what I'm saying? It's spelled WHYTE, you know, and I also own white owned clothing line. WHYTE LLC. And one more thing, I started a publishing company called Hard ER Publishing. You know what I'm saying? Hard ER, people. You know, somebody might not like that, but that's cool because we in America, right? I shouldn't have to die and get shot in my fucking head, you know, while speaking to people about whatever my especially when it's about the betterment of people. I don't get it out here, man. You know what I'm saying? Hard ERLS LLC, man. Holla at me. Taking applications. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
If
that's
you,
for real? You have is that for real?
yeah, if they're YN, only requirements I got is you got to come with a Newport 100 and a Pooh Shiesty mask. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and I'll sign you. You know?
Such a dork.
You gotta be skinny too. You gotta be skinny.
Oh, then I can't sign up. I can't sign up then.
Man, you skinny.
I'm not really skinny.
You skinny. You tiny. You a little thing. What they saying in the chat? Hold on, because I think we just lost the smoke. We got like these motherfuckers. They want to be entertained, I think. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Let me see. It's not the same facts, emo. Emo, what does that mean? She cried for hours. What is your sample size of public figure spouses? Let me see. Wait a minute. What did emo say? Let me go up to emo. Emo, we aren't on about Trump's attempts though. Okay, rightly. So we are going in on Erika. Emo, why don't you just hit the link? Don't be no chat gangster. You know what I mean? We only could read for like 5 minutes. You just heard that woman said she don't like reading comments. You know, once she puts the
Yeah,
content,
I don't read your comments like that, you guys, because I get too many trolls. That's why I usually don't see me drop a link. And I see some of y'all backstage, but if you're not jumping on camera, then y'all
Emo, the link is right at the top. All you got to do is hit that StreamYard link. You ain't even got to show your face. Just show your waist.
Hey, JoJo.
JoJo, salute. Emo, salute. Rob, salute. No Face Raider. You know what I mean? Subscribe to Misunderstood, man. Go to the top right. Hit the 3 dots. Share this video with somebody that you think would agree with the shit that you're saying. You know what I mean? One person. Just share it. Come on, let's get these hundreds back up here. All right. JoJo, salute. You're very attractive. That attracts trolls. I'm ugly as shit and I attract trolls. You know what I mean?
That's crazy trolls. So you guys, what I played, if you guys are just tuning in, I did play Erika receiving the medal, the Presidential Medal of Freedom for her husband, Charlie Kirk. His birthday was yesterday. May he rest in peace. Some of y'all saying he's not gone. The man is gone. I'm not about to entertain you guys. The man is gone.
Yeah, he left the building. Elvis left. I'm about to get back in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for letting me up.
Thank you for coming on, man.
Death Row Records, baby. Later.
Erika, oh JoJo, you missed it. I played earlier. Like you have to red ball it back because I'm actually about to get out of here. Erika Kirk is Charlie Kirk's wife. May he rest in peace. Thank y'all for hanging out with me, Mac. Thank you for coming up. Bye, you guys. I love you, and I'm praying for this country, and I'm praying for the Republicans and the Democrats alike. Oh, hang on. I can't find it. Anyways, wait a minute. Into the studio. What? I'm about to get out of here. Anyways, I'm leaving. I love you guys. Bye-bye. Thank you, MacMe. Talk to you soon.